Retirement. It sounds like something your grandparents talk about over dinner. It feels like a lifetime away, especially when you're just trying to figure out your next career move, what to have for lunch. I get it. The idea of saving for a future that's 40, maybe even 50 years down the road seems completely and totally abstract. You have student loans breathing down your neck. Rent is ridiculously expensive. And let's be honest, that weekend trip with friends you've been planning for months sounds a whole lot more fun than stashing cash away in some account you can't even touch. It's easy to push retirement planning to the bottom of the to-do list. But here's the cold, hard truth. The single greatest financial advantage you have right now isn't a high-paying job or a winning lottery ticket. It's time. Time is the secret ingredient that can turn small, almost unnoticeable amounts of money into a massive fortune. Every single day you wait to start is a day you're giving up your most powerful wealth-building tool. The choices you make in your 20s will have an exponentially greater impact on your net worth than the choices you make in your 40s. It's not about giving up your life today. It's about setting up a system so your future self can live even better, without the stress of financial insecurity. Think of it this way. Imagine you and your friend both want to become millionaires by age 65. You start saving and investing just $300 a month at age 22. Your friend, on the other hand, decides to wait until they're 32 to get serious. To reach the same million-dollar goal, your friend would need to save over double what you're saving each month, simply because they lost 10 years of growth. That's the brutal math of compound interest. By starting now, you're putting your money to work for you, and its earnings will start making their own earnings. It's a snowball effect that can create life-changing wealth, but only if you get the ball rolling early. So let's reframe this entire conversation. This isn't about retirement. That word is old and boring. This is about financial independence. It's about having the freedom to choose. The freedom to quit a job you hate, to travel the world, to start your own business, or to simply work because you want to, not because you have to pay the bills. Let's be honest, the word budget has some serious baggage. For most of us, it makes you want to run for the hills. It conjures up images of being chained to a desk, drowning in a sea of receipts and complicated spreadsheets. It sounds restrictive, tedious, and frankly, like the absolute opposite of fun. We've all been there, right? You spend hours creating a perfect plan, but then life happens. You have an unexpected dinner with friends and suddenly your entertainment category is blown. The guilt sets in. You feel like you failed. It's a cycle of effort and frustration, and who has time to micromanage every single dollar, agonizing over that morning latte? So let's ditch the traditional budget. It's time to embrace a powerful mindset shift I call the anti-budget, based on the time-tested principle of paying yourself first. The name says it all. Instead of treating your savings as an afterthought, whatever is left over at the end of the month, you make it the absolute first priority. It's not about restriction, it's about intention. It's incredibly simple, takes almost no ongoing effort to manage, and it puts the focus exactly where it should be, on building your future wealth. The core idea is to automate your financial goals so you can spend the rest of your money completely guilt-free. Here's how it works. The moment your paycheck lands in your checking account, an automatic transfer whisks a predetermined portion of it away. Where does it go? Straight into the accounts that are building your future. We're talking a high-yield savings account for your emergency fund and short-term goals, and an investment account like a Roth IRA for long-term wealth. This happens before you pay rent, before you buy groceries, before you even think about spending it. It's out of sight, out of mind. You are literally and automatically paying your future self first. So what's the magic number? A great long-term target is to save and invest 20% of your gross income. Now, if you're just starting out, that number might sound terrifyingly high. Don't panic, this is not an all-or-nothing game. If 20% feels impossible, start with 5%. Heck, start with 1%. If you earn $4,000 a month, 1% is just $40. The actual amount doesn't matter at first. What matters is building the muscle, creating the habit of paying yourself first. You can log into your bank's website right now and set up a recurring transfer in less than 10 minutes. It's a one-time setup for a lifetime of good financial habits. Once that automated transfer is done, the magic happens. The money left in your checking account is your guilt-free spending fund. Seriously, you can spend it on whatever you want, and you never have to track another penny. Your rent? Covered? Groceries? Go for it. That ridiculously expensive avocado toast? Enjoy every bite. Want to buy concert tickets or book a spontaneous weekend trip? If the money is in your account, you have full permission to spend it. You've already made the most important financial decision of the month. You've secured your future. Everything else is just living your life, and you deserve to enjoy it. This approach completely flips the script. You go from asking, "How much can I save after I spend?" to a much more powerful question, "How much can I spend after I save?" This system is so effective because it hacks our own psychology. It removes decision fatigue and relies on automation, not willpower. Willpower is a finite resource. We all have days where we're tired or stressed, but an automated transfer doesn't have bad days. It just works, consistently and quietly building your wealth in the background. And here's the pro tip to supercharge this system. Use it to fight lifestyle creep. That's when your income goes up, but your spending goes up right along with it, leaving you feeling just as broke. So, the next time you get a raise, your first move isn't to look for a bigger apartment. Your first move is to go into your automatic transfer and bump up the percentage. Even just 1 or 2% makes a huge difference over time. This single habit ensures that every pay increase directly accelerates your journey to financial freedom. If you remember only one thing from this entire guide, let it be this. Compound interest is the most powerful force in the financial universe. Albert Einstein supposedly called it the eighth wonder of the world, and for good reason. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, it's a get-rich-for-sure system, but only if you give it the one ingredient it desperately needs. It's the secret sauce that allows you to build massive wealth from humble beginnings, but it has one non-negotiable requirement: time. And I mean lots of it. The more time you give it, the more powerful it becomes. It's a force that rewards patience above all else. So what is it? Compound interest is simply the process of your investment earnings generating their own earnings. Think of it like a tiny snowball at the top of a very, very long hill. At first, as you roll it, it just picks up a little bit of snow. But as it gets bigger, it starts picking up more and more snow with each rotation. It's a chain reaction. Your money makes money. Then the money your money made starts making its own money. It's a beautiful, wealth-building cycle. Let's break it down with a simple example. Say you invest $1,000 and it earns a 10% return in 1 year. You now have $1,100. Simple enough. But next year, you don't just earn 10% on the original $1,000, you earn 10% on the full $1,100. So you make $110 instead of $100. That extra $10 might not sound like much, but let's keep going. In year 3, you make $121. In year 4, $133. The growth itself is growing. By year 10, without adding another penny, that original $1,000 is now almost $2,600. Over decades, this effect snowballs into a financial avalanche. The growth isn't linear, it's exponential. But I have to be honest with you. In the beginning, your progress will feel painfully slow. For the first 5, even 10 years, it might seem like your contributions are doing all the heavy lifting because, well, they are. This is the phase where most people get discouraged and give up. They don't see the dramatic results and they lose faith. But this is the most critical period. You're building the foundation. You're packing that initial snowball so it's ready to roll. But if you stick with it, something magical happens. The curve starts to bend upwards. Your earnings start to generate more income than your own contributions. This is why starting in your 20s is a financial superpower. Let me show you what I mean. Let's meet Alex. Alex starts investing $300 a month at age 22, assuming an average 8% annual return. By age 65, Alex is a millionaire with over $1.1 million. Now, here's the crazy part. Alex only contributed about $155,000 of their own money. The other $950,000 plus? That's pure growth from the compounding machine. Now, Alex's friend Ben sees this success and decides to start at age 32. To reach that same $1.1 million mark, Ben has to invest almost $700 a month. He waited 10 years, and now he must more than double his monthly investment to catch up. What if their friend Chloe waits until 42? She'd need to save over $1,600 every single month to hit the same target. The math becomes brutal. Time is not just a factor in this equation, it is the most powerful multiplier. The lesson is devastatingly simple. Start now. Yesterday was the best time, but today is the next best. I don't care if it's $25 a month, I don't care if it's $5 a week. The specific amount you start with is a footnote in your financial story. What matters is that you start. Your goal at first is not to get rich overnight. It's to build the habit. It's to get money into the market so the clock on compound interest can start ticking. Set up an automatic transfer. This is non-negotiable. Automate it the day you get paid, before you can even miss the money. Let it become as natural as breathing. Every day of delay is a day of lost compounding you can never get back. It's a day your financial snowball could have been rolling, but instead, it sat melting at the top of the hill. Open an account. Automate a small contribution. Let the eighth wonder of the world start working its magic for you while you sleep. Investing. The word itself can be intimidating, conjuring images of frantic traders yelling on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, or complex charts with blinking lights that look like a spaceship's control panel. We're constantly bombarded with stories of crypto millionaires and meme stock gamblers, making it feel like a high-stakes casino where you need to be a genius or just plain lucky. But I'm going to let you in on a little secret. The good news is, for 99% of us, successful long-term investing is actually incredibly boring and simple. And it's not just a nice to have, it's essential. Every day you keep your money just sitting in a savings account, it's losing purchasing power to inflation. Investing is how you fight back. It's how you turn your money into more money, letting it work for you while you sleep. You don't need to be a stock-picking genius or a market timing wizard. In fact, trying to do that is one of the fastest ways to lose money. Studies have shown that even professional money managers fail to beat the market over the long run. So what chance do the rest of us have? The simplest, most effective strategy, endorsed by legendary investors like Warren Buffett for the average person, is to invest in low-cost index funds, or ETFs, which stands for exchange-traded funds. That's it. That's the secret. No gimmicks, no get-rich-quick nonsense. Just a time-tested, proven strategy. So what exactly is an index fund? Think of it as a giant shopping basket that holds tiny pieces of hundreds or even thousands of different stocks. Instead of you having to go out and buy each stock individually, the fund does it for you. For example, a popular type of index fund tracks the S&P 500. This index represents the 500 largest and most influential public companies in the United States. When you buy just one share of that index fund, you instantly become a part owner of Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and 497 other major corporations. You own a slice of the entire American economy with a single click. And it's not just the S&P 500. There are total stock market index funds that hold thousands of US stocks, and international index funds that give you ownership in companies all over the globe. This provides instant, powerful diversification. Instead of betting your entire financial future on the success of one or two companies, which is incredibly risky, you're spreading your investment across the entire market. If one company has a terrible year or even goes bankrupt, it has a minimal, almost unnoticeable impact on your overall investment because it's just one small piece of your giant basket. The other beauty of this strategy is its simplicity and incredibly low cost. Because these funds aren't trying to outsmart anyone, they just passively track a market index. Their management fees, called expense ratios, are incredibly low, often hundredths of a percent. This is compared to actively managed funds that can charge 1% or more. And trust me, this is a huge deal. High fees are a cancer to your returns, a silent killer that slowly eats away at your wealth over time. A 1% difference in fees might not sound like much, but let's do the math. Say you invest $10,000. Over 40 years with a 7% average annual return, that grows to about $150,000. But with a 1% fee, your return is effectively 6%, and your final amount is only about $102,000. That 1% fee cost you nearly $50,000. Over a lifetime of investing, it can cost you hundreds of thousands. That's why you must stick with funds from reputable, low-cost providers like Vanguard, Fidelity, or Charles Schwab. They are the pioneers of this strategy. You can open a brokerage account or an IRA with them online in less than 15 minutes. It's easier than signing up for a new streaming service. So what's the game plan? It's simple. Consistently and automatically invest a set amount of money into a broad market index fund every single month, regardless of what the market is doing. This is called dollar cost averaging. When the market is up, your fixed dollar amount buys fewer shares. When the market is down, and this is the important part, your same dollar amount buys more shares at a discount. This strategy removes emotion from the equation. It prevents you from making the classic wealth-destroying mistake of panic selling when prices are low and FOMO buying when prices are high. Don't check your portfolio every day. Don't read the scary headlines. Just set it, forget it, and let your automated contributions do the heavy lifting for decades. Now, before you even open a brokerage account, there's one tool you need to check for. It's your employer's secret weapon, and it might be the biggest cheat code in all of personal finance. If you work for a company that offers a 401k plan with an employer match, you have access to one of the greatest wealth-building tools on the planet. I am not exaggerating. An employer match is literally free money. It's an instant guaranteed 100% return on your investment. Turning it down is like taking cash out of your wallet and setting it on fire. If you do nothing else after hearing this, go to your HR portal tomorrow and make sure you are contributing enough to get the full employer match. This is non-negotiable. Here's how it typically works. Your company will match your contributions up to a certain percentage of your salary. A common formula is a dollar-for-dollar match up to 3% of your salary, and then 50 cents on the dollar for the next 2%. So, if you contribute 5% of your salary, your employer will kick in an additional 4% for free. Let's say you make $50,000 a year. That means you contribute $2,500, and your company gives you another $2,000. Your account balance instantly becomes $4,500, all from your $2,500 investment. You will not find a better return anywhere, legally. One quick but important thing to check is your company's vesting schedule. This determines when you get to keep your employer's contributions. Some companies have you 100% vested immediately, meaning the match money is yours right away. Others have a schedule where you have to stay with the company for a few years to be fully vested. Know your schedule. Now, inside your 401k, you'll likely see two options, a traditional 401k and a Roth 401k. The money you contribute to a traditional 401k is tax deductible. This means it lowers your taxable income for the year, which results in you paying less in taxes today. For example, if you're in the 22% tax bracket and you contribute $5,000, you'll save $1,100 on your tax bill right now. The money then grows tax deferred, and you pay income tax on it when you withdraw it in retirement. Many employers also offer a Roth 401k option. With a Roth, you contribute post-tax dollars, meaning you don't get a tax deduction today. However, and this is amazing, your money grows completely tax-free, and all your qualified withdrawals in retirement are also 100% tax-free. For a young person in a lower tax bracket, this can be an incredible deal. You're paying taxes on the seed now while your tax rate is low, and the entire harvest is yours later, completely free from taxes, even when your income and tax rate are likely much higher. And to make it even simpler, most 401ks offer something called a target date fund. You just pick the fund with the year closest to your expected retirement, like a target date 2065 fund. This single fund is a fully diversified portfolio that automatically becomes more conservative as you get closer to retirement. It is the ultimate set it and forget it option. But regardless of whether you choose a traditional or Roth, a target date fund, or build your own portfolio of index funds, the absolute number one top priority is to contribute enough to get that full, glorious employer match. It is the fastest, easiest, and most powerful first step you can possibly take on your journey to building wealth. Don't leave that free money on the table. Budgeting and investing your salary are the foundation of building wealth. But if you really want to pour gasoline on your financial fire, the fastest way to accelerate your journey is to increase your income. Relying on a 3% annual raise from your day job is a slow, grinding path. Creating additional streams of income through side hustles puts you in the driver's seat. It's your financial turbo button. Every extra dollar you earn outside your primary job is a dollar you can throw directly at debt or investments. That extra money supercharges your progress. The modern economy offers endless opportunities to earn extra money. Leverage skills you already have or learn new ones. Virtual assistant, freelance content writing, copywriting, online tutoring, delivering food, pet sitting, managing social media for small local businesses. Start small and treat your side hustle like a real business. Identify a common pain point or need you can solve, offer a clear solution, and then provide excellent service to build your reputation. Upwork, Fiverr, TaskRabbit. Don't get caught up finding the perfect idea. Just start. Your first side hustle will teach lessons about marketing, client management, pricing your services. The goal isn't a second full-time job. It's a scalable income stream you control. When the extra money starts coming in, be disciplined. This isn't fun money for lifestyle upgrades. This is your rocket fuel. 100% of net side hustle income goes to your financial goals. Use it to annihilate high-interest credit card debt. Use it to max out your Roth IRA. Use it to build a larger position in your index funds. Separate this income from regular spending to make dramatic progress quickly. You can shave years or even decades off your timeline to financial independence.